Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Haley and Alison show here live on Backchannel. Alison June Smith is back from Canada today.
Yay! So happy to be back. It feels so good. We're having technical gremlins, though. That's exciting today, isn't it?
And you're back home in the UK. It's not even like you're in your parents' basement and using their Wi-Fi.
No, I am here. I'm in my little office studio in the closet. It is 11 a.m. where we are as opposed to 4 a.m. I feel alive. I feel ready. This is amazing.
From the basement to the closet is our Alison June Smith. We're here till 8 a.m. this morning, as always, with lovely producer Will. If you would like to say hello this morning, let us know where you are in the world. Let us know why you are up at this hour. Then do so. There are ways to get in touch, aren't there? 3 ways. The first way, if you are watching on an Echo show and can see Alison a delight in blue today, you always coordinate. Make such an effort, whereas I don't.
I like to. I have access to my earrings again, so it's very exciting to try to I've only been going through 5 shirts when I was in Canada, so I'm like, here I am again. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Full colour coordinate. If you can see Alison in all her radiant beauty today, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by what you'd like to tell us. If you are watching or listening even on an Echo show, if you go to backchannel.tv, you can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there this morning. And if you are watching on YouTube, just type your comment in the box below and we will receive your messages. It's January the 12th today, 12th. And I have to pronounce my THs. I really struggle with a TH sound.
12th. Yeah.
12th.
It's tricky.
It is tricky for me. But Zayn Malik is 29 today from One Direction. Happy birthday, Zayn. Still in his 20s. Last year, your 20s, Zayn. I hope you make the most of it. Jeff Bezos is 58 today. Happy birthday, Jeff. I know you're a regular listener of the show. And thank you for my Prime account and all you do. And also, Pixie Lott is 31 today. Happy birthday to all those celebrities. If it's your birthday today, let us know. You can get involved with the show. We can see that Davey has joined the stream. Good morning, Davey. We hope you are well. We're here till 8 a.m. on the Haley and Alison show, and it's National Hot Tea. I'll get my words out. It's National Hot Tea Day today. Did you know this?
Well, I love the idea of that. That'll say. I love a hot tea. In fact, in honor of National Hot Tea Day, I bought this for my boyfriend a little while ago. Now Will has a fancy one that he got from Volley, but I just have a tea cup warmer. You know, it's a plate and you just plug it in. So you put your tea on it and then it just keeps your cup of tea hot. I bought myself one today. In honor of Hot Tea Day, everyone.
Yeah, because hot tea is huge in the UK. Anytime we have a problem, we have a cup of tea. If we have a free minute, we have a cup of tea. We have a cup of tea every waking second available that we can do. But when you go to the States, not as big. Coffee's your thing in the States. Excuse me. I do apologise. One of the downsides of live radio is you do catch a sneeze every now and again. But the good thing is you can't spray in you. Ew, use the word spray at 6 a.m. Anyway. When I went to the States when I was younger with my mum's a big tea drinker, as most parents are in the UK. And just listening to her say hot tea and the American server, like, what? Iced tea? Like, hot tea.
Hot tea, please.
What? So that was quite funny. Like I say, on this day in 1966, Alison, on this very day in 1966, how old were you then?
I would have been a young 13.
It was a premiere of Batman, starring Adam West as Batman and Burt Ward as Robin.
Adam West.
Yeah.
I love Adam West.
So, yeah, that premiere of Batman from in 1966. Producer Will is also with us again. Hi, Will. He's going to swap himself to the middle now. You there, Will? Can you hear us?
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello. Am I here?
Morning. You are
the gremlins today. They're you know what? Last night I was doing my pre-bed yoga because of course I was.
Of course you were.
Because obviously. And I was like, you know what? I really feel like I need to just before bed because I knew yesterday that today was going to be like one of those days, you know?
Taxing,
the gremlins, they're out proving me right. So thank you, gremlins. Thank you.
What does your pre-bed yoga involve? Is it you stretching up to put your pajamas on? Then stretching down to get the remote?
It's like a 23-minute YouTube video that I follow. That's like yoga for beginners. And it's good.
Is it with Adrienne?
I don't think it's with Adrienne. I don't know who she is. We just do some breathing and we do some stretching and
Adrienne
kind
is
of
a
thing.
big online yoga. Everyone knows yoga with Adrienne.
Oh,
But
really? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look at
bedtime
Adrienne.
yoga. I've never heard of bedtime yoga. Do you feel more relaxed and ready to go to sleep after you've just done
Do
exercise?
you know what? That's a great question.
I'm full of them.
Do I feel more relaxed? Hard to say, but it is better than getting into bed. What I do is I do my yoga and then I just go straight to sleep. So what I don't do, which is the other option, is get into bed
Look
and
at your
stare at
phone.
TikTok for,
Yeah.
I almost called it TikTok, like an old man.
Grandad.
And look at TikTok for 20 minutes.
Is it not called Tic Tac? No.
No, it's called TikTok, Ali. I don't think it was around when you were my age in the
Mm-mm.
1800s.
Yeah, but there we go. Thanks, Will. He's sort of feeling all relaxed now because he's doing his bedtime yoga.
Yeah.
Whereas
And now
me and
that I finally
Alison...
managed to get the show started.
Thanks, Producer Will. Producer Will with us until 8 a.m. If he doesn't come on screen straight away, it's because he's stretching. That's what he does now.
Yeah.
He does
Or
show
if I
yoga.
ever go away, who knows?
Who knows? Who
Who
See?
knows?
can
The
possibly
gremlins
say?
won't let you go. The gremlins are like, we actually like all three of them on.
I mean, this is what happened at the top of the show as well. So let's
Can you...
see.
Oh, there he is. He's gone.
Hey.
Hey. You went like the Fontaine. Hey. Also,
Hey.
today, January the 12th, is no longer New Year's Day. So you officially can't say Happy New Year anymore. I mean, you can.
Yeah, but
you're not
wrong.
supposed to.
Because it's
Yeah, you're wrong.
Because you're
Yeah.
wrong.
You say that, but we've still got our Christmas lights up. Do you know what? My partner left our Christmas lights up all year round last year. Just because you couldn't see them. Don't worry, they're very subtle. But he just didn't want to take them down. And I think we're gonna have the same this year. He's like, oh, I really need to get around to taking them down. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Can I tell you, my father, I don't know if I told you this or not, but he just leaves the Christmas lights taped up around the out, like, so they're in the inside window, but he just unplugs them and just leaves them.
That's what we've done. And luckily they're very subtle. You can't tell. It doesn't say like Merry Christmas on them or anything. They're just very, very subtly placed under the top of the roof. But at the same time, you know they're there. So you're like,
Are they colored or are they white though? Because if they're white,
they're
you
white.
can get away with them all year round. Look,
Mm.
I'm a big advocate for little fairy lights, white lights on all year round. It just gives you that sense of like, oh.
Isn't it cute? It's magical. And how was your flight back, Ali? Did you watch any good films on the flight back to the UK?
I am completely addicted to the TV show Succession right now. So I watched all of season 1 on the plane. That is what I committed my 14 hours to. And it was fantastic. Yeah. Have you watched it at all?
No, I know everyone is telling me to watch Succession, that and Ted Lasso, and I haven't had a chance. I watched one episode of Succession, and it didn't grip me straight away, but apparently it's a slow burner, so...
Yeah, but then once you're in, you're in. And I don't know, I have a thing for watching dysfunctional families. It makes me feel better.
About yours. Well, speaking of dysfunctional families, your mum is going to feature later on in the show in a quiz, isn't she? Oh, Vicky Smith is going to be playing Guess the Celebrity.
I think it's so funny that I haven't been on the show for the last 2 days. But my mom has. My mom's been there. Yeah.
She has. And also, Alison, since you've been away, we've also had 2 brand new shows starting this week on Backchannel. So, yes, we've got a full 12 hours of content here. So stick around all day because after ourselves, Liv Harrison is here 8 till 10. We'll be having a little chat with Liv, hopefully, later on, find out what's coming up in her show. Then a brand new show, Jam and Rennie, they're here 10 till 12. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. At 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with his show, Your Pal Hal. And another brand new show, Alison, at 4 till 6, which is Mario Smith. So stick around, listen to those shows, get involved, but stay with us first because we're here till 8 a.m. And shall I tell you, Alison, what's going to come up in the next 2 hours of the show? Do you want to know?
I would love to know, Haley. What is going on?
Coming up in the next 2 hours of the show, we're going to be doing the news stories from around the world that have caught our attention. We're going to be playing lots of games here on the Haley and Alison show, including the 1-star movie review and competitive true or false. Also, we'll be trying to solve your problems in our agony aunties section. That's all coming up in the next 2 hours here on the Haley and Alison show. Stick around.
You have reached the Haley and Alison show with producer Will.
That was your mum, Alison, Vicky Smith. And later on, also, we will be playing a game with your mum where you've took a picture of a celebrity, shown it to your mum, she's described it, and we're going to ask you if you can guess who she is describing.
Yeah.
And she's very direct with the descriptions, they're very accurate.
She just looked at the picture and described the picture because she doesn't know any celebrities, really. I mean,
Literally, yesterday we had Kylie, and she didn't know who Kylie Minogue was.
No, she has no idea. The only one she recognized was. So who else has she done? Since I don't want to give any away.
Yeah, maybe we won't mention
I'll
it.
I'll wait. Yeah, but she
usually they're very
recognized
much
one.
like,
She recognized
like
one.
blonde hair, great body. Could be me. Could be, well, it couldn't. But speaking of which, I did go to the gym yesterday again, Alison. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I have been working out, and there was just two men. I wrote this on my Facebook. There was just two men just sat in the gym, just watching the TV screens, not doing anything for about half an hour. They watched a whole episode of The Chase, which is a British quiz show. They just sat there watching it on the machine.
Why are you here breathing in my space? Go home and breathe in your own space. Go breathe in your own space. If you're not going to work out, go home. Go home.
I felt like I was at home. It made me feel at place in the gym, to be honest with you. But also, now I'm that old woman in the gym. Do you know when you were like younger and you sort of worked out and there was like older people next to you and you're like, oh God, fair play, they're still coming when they're old. There was like a 14-year-old boy next to me on the treadmill and I felt so old. I was like trying to keep his pace and I really couldn't. Couldn't.
Well, seriously, don't ever try and keep up with teenage boys. I mean, they got more energy than a rocket being launched into space. That's the most energy I could come up with in my head. I was like, that's a lot of energy, I think. Yeah.
But I felt like a really old woman just power walking next to them. Let us know. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Backchannel on the Hayley and Alison show. If you would like to say hello this morning, do so because Backchannel is the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your Echo. There's three main ways to do so. The first main way is if you are watching on an Echo show, all you need to do, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device, and you can just type in whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. I just realised I had a pen on my face. Really professional, that, isn't it?
I didn't even notice. That's how professional I am. I'm still,
I just clocked myself and I was like, why is that big black line? Pen on my face. There you go. You don't get that on your American chat shows, morning shows, do you, if you're watching?
No.
Is that Ryan Gosling with pen on his face? No, it's not. But if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments in the box below. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know why you are up at this hour. But we are thankful that you are, because like I said, we've got a fun-packed show coming up. But now it is time for our Agony Auntie section. Now, yesterday Alison wasn't here, and Alison, you're so good at this section. We realise it when you're not here. Because me and Will give very, very bad advice. We both haven't got time. Listen, what happens in this section is if you have a problem and you'd like us to talk about it here on the Hayley and Alison show, then get involved in the ways I've just mentioned. And we'll talk about your problem, but a little disclaimer, we're not trained therapists.
Not trained therapists.
No, we're not. I mean, I'm barely trained. Like I said yesterday, I've got a 2-1 in a contemporary performing arts degree. I'm not trained for anything. Worthless degree anyway, but 3 years of my life, I enjoyed it. But yeah, bear that in mind. If you've got a problem, don't give us anything too serious because we're not built for that, are we, Ali?
No, we're not. I mean, look, what we do is we like to listen. We like to offer some suggestions. We don't know if we solve, but we'll give you some options. The other thing I like to do, because I know we have some new listeners this morning who have just joined us. Jay, Ozzy, good morning. We like to encourage you as well, the listeners, if you think you might have a little bit of advice to offer to somebody, please feel free. I mean, maybe you've been through a situation like this. You might have a bit of a solution. None of us are trained therapists, I assume. I mean, maybe there is one out there listening. Good morning. Help us. But, we're all just people sharing. So for this little section, we just like to share and offer some suggestions. So, should we get into this?
Let's get into this, Ali, because the first problem we've had through is from Steve in Iowa. And they say, sometimes in meetings, I'll deliberately not speak up or just let something pass as not to appear like a know-it-all, even if I know it'll lead to a problem down the road. How can I speak up without appearing arrogant?
Okay.
Ali.
Now, Steve, my first thought is, um, first off, I'm very impressed with you. Look, because if this thought is going on in your head, if you're worried about, do I talk too much? Do I sound like a know-it-all? Odds are you aren't, because you are aware and monitoring yourself, Steve. So well done there. Um, do you feel like it is every subject matter that you have a lot to say? I mean, look, maybe just pick and choose. Maybe be like, eh. But I mean, Steve, at the same time, if you do have good input, I don't think you should ever feel like a know-it-all. Maybe you could even just begin offering your suggestion by saying, I mean, if this is something that's on your mind, you can be honest when you're in meetings and say, look, I hope I don't sound, like I'm going on again, but here are my thoughts on this. And maybe look to abbreviate some of your suggestions, because if you have input on all topics, I mean, that's great. Look, this is why we discuss things in meetings, but maybe abbreviate, or maybe preface it by saying, I hope I'm not, talking too much. I hope I'm not the only one, but here are my thoughts on this. Just be honest, Steve. If you're worried you're sounding like a know-it-all, say, I don't mean to sound like a know-it-all, but here are my thoughts on this, or I read something about this, or but Steve, don't feel you have to edit yourself. You probably have very, very good information. And so I think the fact that you are worried about this, I think you're doing a great job of editing yourself. The fact that you are self-aware enough to even write this question, I don't think it's really a problem you're dealing with, Steve. That's what I think. That's my opinion.
Thank you, Ali. Yeah, I agree, Steve. You've got some self-awareness there, which a lot of people don't have in the office. If anything, I was the opposite when I used to work in an office, Steve. I didn't know anything, and I'd offer opinions that weren't relevant. So, if you know the answer, Steve, just speak up. I'm sure that I don't think anyone think you were a know-it-all, Steve.
Yeah.
But let us know here at Backchannel what you think of the show by hit the leave a review button on Backchannel. Thank you for your problem, Steve. If you have a problem you'd like us to talk about here on the Hayley and Alison show, Alison will offer reasonable, educated advice, and I will just probably say a line and move on. The next problem is from Liz in Kansas. Good morning, Liz. And
Hi,
they
Liz.
say, I think I'm more into our relationship than my boyfriend is. How can I figure this out without causing a fight or seeming massively insecure? Liz.
Okay. You think you're more into the relationship than your boyfriend is. Well, have you had this discussion with him, Liz? How long have you been with your boyfriend? These are my thoughts right away. I have more questions than answers on this first one here, Liz, because relationships are always tricky. It's always tricky because I feel like I need to know full background to be able to give proper suggestions. But look, Liz, the biggest thing I can say in all relationships, and I know it sounds like just such generic advice, but this is the truth. You need to communicate that. You need to say, sometimes I feel like I am putting a lot into this relationship and I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Because if you can't openly talk with your partner about feelings or thoughts, it's not going to last. So, I mean, Liz, I feel like, are there things that he is doing that is making you feel this way? Like disappearing for days at a time? No, really, Liz.
Is he in a relationship with somebody else on Facebook when you look at his profile? Are there any signs there, Liz?
Are there signs? Are there signs, Liz? But I think, and if you're worried about causing a fight, well, you are not causing a fight when you speak your feelings. If you accuse someone or blame someone and say, I feel you are not putting into, okay, but if you say, hey, I'm just wondering, are we on the same page? How are you feeling? That's what I like to call a check-in. Every so often, a check-in in a relationship is really good. So as long as it's a discussion, you're communicating feelings and you're not accusing, I think that is the best way to move forward, Liz. That's what I think.
What I'd also say, Liz, is my partner, I'm more into my boyfriend than he is into me. But I'll tell you, no, very, very clearly, been with him 9 years, no proposal. But what I will say is that he's not the most articulate with his affection. It doesn't mean
forthcoming.
Yes, it doesn't mean that he's I mean, I hope it doesn't. But he's just not like that. He's just not an emotional person. And I
Tomorrow we're
know
gonna have a problem from a girl named Haley. What I'm worried about is go on, sorry.
Like, no, I've just had to deal with that. Like initially at first I was like, oh, he's not as affectionate as me, but that's just exactly how he is. And he does lots of other things to show me like he loves me, then articulate it. So, you know, some people aren't as forthcoming with their feelings as what you might be, Liz. So, you know, it could just be that.
Especially with words. Okay, I forget what book it is, but there's a great book that talks about the languages of love. And sometimes people express their love by doing things as opposed to saying things. So you
Yeah.
need to tap into, okay, how are we expressing how we feel about one another and read into, you know, because some people say it, some people do things, some people, you know, so that's a good thing to think about, Liz. Like what are some of the things maybe he does in the relationship as opposed
Yeah.
to saying. But again, I feel you should be able to openly express these things. But again, it's not accusing someone and saying, you're not doing this. That's not what it should be. It should be I do these things. I feel this way. I just want to make sure that we feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, I'll say to my partner, I love you. And in response, he will pay my rent for a month when I can't afford it. So, you know, it works both ways, Liz. Um, if you have a problem today and you'd like us to talk about it here, or if you just want to say hello this morning, then do so. We're here till 8 a.m. The command to give your device if you're watching on an Echo Show is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type in what you'd like to tell us there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the box below. Two more problems.
right.
James from Texas got in touch and they say, a close friend of mine is really bad with money. So whenever he asks, I usually help out, but he's not learning from his mistakes. Is it mean to cut him off? Ali?
No, James, it's not. It's definitely not because the day does come where you can't be a bank. You know, you can offer support. You can offer, you know, maybe it's time, James. Your friend might be annoyed by this, but maybe it's time to go like, hey, man, like, should we talk about budgeting? Like, when was the last time you started? I know it sounds awful, but you know, if this person is coming and asking you for money, I think you have every right to be like, hey, what kind of financial plan do you have in mind here? Because also, when am I getting that money back? Because you can't be a money pit. Because I'll tell you, you know, 20 here, 30 here. After a while, that starts to add up. And what's going to happen eventually is you're going to be resentful. You're going to be angry at all this money that you keep lending out. So I think by actually maybe having a conversation about budgeting or finances or, you know, maybe they have something that's going on in their lives that they haven't been able to talk about yet. Or maybe, you know, so I don't think you are a bad person by saying, sorry, pal, I don't have the money anymore. I can't, you know, I don't think that's a bad thing. And if anything, I think you might be doing your pal a favor by saying, sorry, I can't. I don't think it's mean. I do not think it's mean.
Yeah, absolutely agree with Alison there. But James, I am quite short of my rent this month and my boyfriend is not paid it. So if you could maybe lend me a couple of dollars, seeing as you're not lending your friend anymore.
Yeah.
No, Alison's completely correct. Yeah, you've done it. If you've done it a lot, James, you just need to be like, listen, this is the last time I'm going to do it now, or like I can't do this anymore. I can't afford to. Do you know?
Yeah.
There we go. Thanks, James. Last problem, Ali. We'll do one more. This is from Carrie in Massachusetts. And they say, one of my housemates is forever passing comment on what I'm eating, portion sizes, etc. How can I tell them to mind their own business?
Exactly like that. Mind your own business. I believe the saying is, what is it? When you keep your eyes on your own paper, or at this point, keep your eyes on your own plate. On your lane. But instead, it's keep your eyes on your own plate. You know, no one has any right to judge what you are eating. And, you know, it's one of your housemates, so you want to keep in a good relation. But I think it's very fair to say, hey, I need you to stop passing comment on what's on my plate because, I mean, I don't talk to you about what you're wearing. So,
yeah, maybe you start passing comments on other things like, oh, are you really going to go out in that? No, that's fine. I was just wondering if you want other people to see you dressed like that. You know, little things, really grind them down as well. I'm not saying tit for tat, but I am. Just give it him as good as you got, because that's just rude, I think. You're going to be commenting on portion size. It's so rude.
Yeah, on what you're eating in portion sizes. It's none of their business. You are sharing space. You are living together. You are not having to take on the way that they live or their opinions or their, you know, you're being respectful. And maybe it's time to have a little housemate meeting on things that you need within the house to be able to live optimal lives, and that is people keeping their opinions to themselves. But again, I feel maybe just a little chat about that, maybe just a little, hey, you could say I'm sensitive. Look, when I was growing up, my mother used to constantly be commenting on, or, this has happened, and it's a trigger for me. So then you're saying to them, look, this is a thing that I have. So you're bringing it up without necessarily attacking them. You know what I mean? You're putting it on you, but you're also speaking your truth.
Also, if it's a housemate, Carrie, and say, for example, you cook for them one day in the week, as housemates sometimes do, just give them a really small portion. That's maybe just a carrot on a plate. And when they comment, like, where's the rest of it? You'd be like, oh, because you're so concerned about portion sizes, I thought I'd give you a
just
really...
thought I'd give you a small portion. That's great, Haley.
Mm.
That's nice. These are all excellent passive-aggressive techniques that I'm a big fan of, but try a direct approach and then go passive-aggressive. Yes.
I always go for the passive-aggressive approach first because I'm
Well,
from the
it's
UK.
more fun. Yeah, exactly. And people in Britain, they're more direct with their actions than their words. I'll say that. So use your words and then use your actions. But
You can tell Alison's Canadian because she's sort of like, here's the thing, just sit down, have a chat. And I'm like, just leave little post-it notes around saying you hate them. Thank you for your problems today, and thank you for joining us here on the Haley and Alison show, here till 8 a.m. this morning. But now, Alison, it's time for our first game of the show. Yes. Woo-hoo. It's the 1-star movie review game. Yesterday, I criticised Will because it was really easy, and he was like, today I'm going to make it more difficult because the film yesterday was Castaway, and in the first review it was like, I wouldn't cast away this film. I was like,
oh,
come
no.
on.
Oh no, you can't. Yeah. Even if you mention, even out of the gate, you mentioned what is it, a volleyball? You know right away.
Volleyball was in the last clue, but
Yeah.
but the first clue was like plane crash, Castaway. So producer Will's like, right, well, today I'm going to make this extra hard. So here's the premise. If you've just joined us and you haven't watched the show before, we're going to read out several reviews that people have left online for a movie. The thing in common is they've all left this movie 1 star out of 5, right? They've given it a bad review. They're very angry. We're going to read out those reviews and we want you to guess what you think the film is that they're very unhappy with. 1 stars out of 5. So at any point, if you would like to make a guess, you think, I know what that movie is, like Tim did yesterday, who got it right within about 2 seconds. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, if you're watching on an Echo show. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there. Or if you're on YouTube, just type it in the box below. Alison, we're going to take it in turns to read out these reviews.
Oh, are we? Are we taking it in turns?
Yeah, I think we will today. I'll give you a break. It's your first day back.
Well, that's sweet of you, though. I felt bad because I know you've been having to read a lot of these and we were getting into the groove, so I appreciate that. So what we like to do is also, let's keep in mind these movies, as we know, Castaway, great film. Although these people are giving them 1-star reviews, it's because Haley and I have a sneaking suspicion that these people have anger and resentment in their lives and they have nowhere else to channel it. So this is what they do. They go online and write angry reviews. So this movie could be a brilliant movie, but we just think that these people probably have some anger. So what we like to do is to create fictional backgrounds for characters. So when we read the reviews, you can really hear the anger. Again, fictional. These are not real. We're creating characters for each read. And so that's what we like to do. We like to give each other motivation. And so we'll go back and forth. This is great. Haley, would you like to read the first one or would you like to read the second one? My guess is you want to read the second one.
Yeah, I'll read the second one because it's shorter. Also, by the way, if you'd like us to read this out in a particular way, Alison is a trained actress and I am not trained at anything. So if you would like us to read it out in a particular style, then let us know because it's more fun for us. So if you basically say, right, Alison, I want you to read this review out as an angry 90-year-old man called Ken, she'll do it.
I will.
She will do it. Right. So if you want to make a suggestion, do that as well. It makes it a bit more fun. The command to give your device is the word save. You're watching on an Echo show or go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there. So Alison, if you'd like to read out the first review, this is a 1-star review for a film, but what is the film? Make your guess at any point. Alison, I'd like you to read this out as a woman called Edna, who's walking down the street and people keep trying to fly her for nightclubs, but she's in her 90s.
She's in her 90s. She doesn't want to go. Okay.
I don't know why they're flying around. It's really bad flying form, but there we go.
Okay. I'm walking down the street. I'm walking down. No, thank you. I don't go to nightclubs. Oh, look at that. A good poster and an effective trailer make an excellent marketing tools for a truly awful film. Anything good is in the trailer. The only scenes that are the slightest bit interesting are on the stage in the club. The rest of the time, it's actors spouting bad dialogue. Classic lines like, hey, and hey, do you want to get something to eat? There's a scene after the sorority fight scene that seems out of place before the confrontation in the club. No, I don't want to go to your club. No, thank you. I don't thank you for the invitation. There is no reason to like the thinly drawn characters and even less reason to like the movie. No, I said no. I don't want to go into your club. No, stop flyering me.
Thank you, Alison. Excellent read there. But what is the movie? We know it features classic lines like, hey, do you want to get something to eat? Could be any film. But it's a confrontation in the club. There's a scene after a sorority. They reckon that the best parts of this movie were in the trailer, but as most movies are. But what is the film? If you think you know from those clues, then make a guess now. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone if you're listening on an audio-only Echo. I'm going to read out another review now. This is another 1-star review by a separate person. How would you like me to read it, Alison?
Okay, I would like you to read this as like a classic, like 1960s secretary, right? Like you're dictating something. That's what I want you to read it like. Yeah, you're dictating back to your boss something that he has written.
1960s.
Yeah.
Dictating back to my boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 1-star review. What's the movie? The funniest element of the film is watching actor, a near 60-year-old pro wrestler, pose like a dancer, full stop. His knees are shot from years of abuse, bouncing off ropes and leaping from turnbuckles, full stop, new sentence. Compassionately, comma, he is relegated to the back line of the troupe. New sentence. His routines are inconsequential and often don't match what the other dancers are doing on stage. Full stop. New sentence. It's excruciatingly apparent he's struggling with anything but the simplest of movements. Full stop. I will send that now for you, sir. What is the film, though? We know it features dancers. A 60-year-old pro wrestler posing like a dancer. What is the film, Alison?
Well, I don't know, but can I just say, what a great read. You'd be an excellent full stop, new sentence. Well done, Haley. I wasn't even expecting all of that. You would be an excellent 1960s secretary. I just want you to know that.
Thank you, Alison. I will now resume my role in the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, dancing. Let's keep that in mind. That's a big one. Dancing.
Wrestler. Fight scene. But what is the film? If any of those clues, if I can say the word clue, you know what the film is, then let us know. I can see that Tim has made a guess. Is he right, though? We will let you know very, very shortly. Tim's on it with these games. He's very, very good.
Tim is. And it's nice to see you again, Tim. All right, next one. How do you want me to read this one, Haley?
Okay, if you've got any suggestions, Tim, for how you'd like Alison to read this review, then let me know, because I'm running out of ideas. We're 52 shows in.
Every day we're like, I don't know, you're a dog. Read it like a parrot.
So, Tim, if you'd like to make a suggestion, type that in for me now, because I am struggling. So, Alison, you're going to read out another 1-star review. Yeah. Also, if you're listening, you'd like to make a suggestion for how Alison can read this, the command to make to your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. I'm very aware today, by the way, Alison, that I listened back to a bit of the show from yesterday, and I'm very breathy in the mic. Do you know what? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Tim's got a suggestion. So if you see me walking away from the mic, it's because I'm trying to breathe. Tim has suggested that you read this next review in a Southern US accent. Can you do that?
I can try. Tim, don't judge, but I'm going to give you what I got.
Tim, I think he is from the South, isn't he? So he will be judgmental on this.
He'll be like, what is that? Okay, I'm going to try, because accents are not my specialty, but we're going to give it a go. It might take me a minute to find my drawl correctly, y'all. All right.
Here we go. 1-star movie review. But what is the movie? Alison, take it away.
Okay. I agreed to watch this movie with my gay flatmates. Over an hour passed, and I somehow had it in myself to stay awake. I waited and waited for something to develop, but this movie just kept dragging on. I wasn't surprised that there was no ending because there was no story to begin with. It was more little things going on here and there rather than an actual solid plot. The most enjoyable part was when the credits began to roll up.
That was excellent, Alison. I really believe that. I could imagine you in big business. I like that. Yeah, you're very...
I tried. I'm sure Tim's like, ooh, rough. But keep in mind, Tim, this is a Canadian trying to do a southern drawl.
Draw.
Yeah, it
Oh,
felt
that
good.
was
Felt good. Felt good.
I enjoyed it, Alison. I can't do it. Thank you, Alison. But what is the film? If, like Tim, you'd like to make a guess, then do so now. We're going to read out one more review. Alison or Tim or whoever's listening, if you'd like me to read this out in a particular style, then let me know now. Tim has said that was great, Alison.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. A little encouragement.
We've lost 2 Southern American listeners, though, I can see.
They
apologies.
disagreed. That was not great. Okay, Haley.
Yes.
Okay, so Haley is where you're originally from. We do this all the time. Chester?
I'm from North Wales, but it's sort of like borderline Chester way. So I'm from a little place called Connors Quay in North Wales, which is not far from Chester. So I spent a lot of my time in Chester growing up.
Okay, so let's do this. So people maybe don't realize that across England, whenever you hear English accents on TV, it's always the Queen's, right? The Queen
Yes.
accent. But there's a variety of very exciting accents all across England. So Haley, is there an English accent that you are particularly good at or you feel confident that you could read it in? And we can educate them slowly on different types of accents.
Okay.
No one's judging because it's only people in the States listening. So nobody here
Okay.
knows what you're doing.
You give me one and I'll try it. I'll attempt it.
Okay, can you do do you want to do a Scouse or a Geordie accent?
I'll go Geordie.
Okay,
Producer
so
Will suggested Yorkshire, which is where he's from, but I'm not too good with Yorkshire. So
oh, that's good though. So she's gonna do Geordie. So
I'm going to do Geordie.
Geordie is from Newcastle in that area, and Geordie is actually short for King George's Men. I don't know if you know that or not.
I didn't know that.
That is where Geordie comes from. So this is Newcastle and surrounding area, northern England, getting up towards Scotland. All right.
I apologise for any people from Newcastle who are listening to the stream. I found nothing to like about this movie. It is billed firstly as a comedy and then as a drama. There was no comedy. I didn't laugh. The script was dreadful. It says it again. There were no drama. Why did anyone think it would be a good idea to make this film? The acting was wooden. The storyline weak. The soundtrack is abysmal. The dialogue is dire. I want my money back.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
That was an excellent and quite a well-spoken Geordie. Often when you go to Newcastle, that you would not even be able to understand any of that. So no offense, Geordies, but it takes a little time. Reet pet. You did an excellent job there. That was excellent, Haley.
Thank you very much, Alison. Yes.
What is the film? We're getting a lot of people feel there isn't much storyline, but we have men. They are dancing. We have a former wrestler who is injured but still trying to pull it off. If you have no ideas, we're going to give you a few more clues. This is where we spoon feed them. Is this a spoon feed? Spoon feed section.
It is a spoon feed, right. So we're playing the 1-star movie review. We've read out a series of reviews that people have left online for this film. They've all given it 1 star, but what is the movie? Doug has joined us. He said, it's nice to have Alison back. It is, isn't it, Doug? She is a treat.
Doug, it's nice to be back. I'm so glad you're here today. I missed you the last couple of days. So we are doing a 1-star movie review. We just read a bunch of things. But Doug, don't worry. You still got time to join in. So, Haley, let's give them some last-minute clues. Spoon feeding round. Okay.
Here we go. This film we are talking about was released in 2021. Oh, I didn't realize it was that recent. It was starred Channing Tatum, Alex Pettyfer, and Olivia Munn. It got 6.1 on IMDb, and the sequel that the year we got released must have been Sorry, I'm just looking at the notes here, and it says the sequel was released in 2015, and I've
So
just told you.
no, Will
producer
went,
Will
nah,
just said,
he means 2012 was when the
yes.
movie was
I was going to
released.
say, last year this film was not released last
No.
year. So let's start again. This film was released in 2012, stars Channing Tatum, Alex Pettyfer, and Olivia Munn. The sequel was released in 2015. It involves men dancing. What could it be?
It also stars one of my favorite actors, Mr. Matthew McConaughey.
Does it? I did not know that.
Yeah. He was in the first one. Yeah.
Tim's made a guess. If you would like to make a guess, then do so now. You've got about 10 seconds before we reveal the answer. The command to give your device, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. Or if you are watching on YouTube, then just type it in the comments box below and we'll get your answer here like Tim has done. So 10 more seconds and we'll reveal who it is. Do you know what? I've never actually seen this film, Alison.
Have you never seen it? I've seen it. I have watched it.
Several times.
No, not several times. Although I do find this film, I don't think it honestly depicts what happens in real life. As you know, as a comedian, I have a big, long bit about this particular type of thing. We won't be able to talk about it yet until we release it at the end. But I think the movie does a better job of of making this seem glamorous, more so than the actual real life occurrences of these things.
Well, I can tell you, I'm going to tell you the film now. Tim, he made a guess, and you are absolutely right, Tim, because of course the film was Magic Mike. Well done, Tim. Our first winner of the day on Backchannel. Well done. Yeah, Magic Mike is about a male stripper who teaches a young performer how to party, pick up women, and make easy money. Of course he does. Alison, tell me more about the reality.
The reality.
Of the male dancer.
Well, on my mom's 75th birthday, she wanted to go see some male exotic dancers. So I took her, and not so much sexy as it is scary. That's all I'm going to say, everyone. I did not actually find the event all that erotic. It's a terrifying experience, everyone. That is my opinion. If there are male exotic dancers listening, I'm sure you do a great job, and I'm not criticizing your industry. Just wasn't for me. Maybe it was the fact that I was also watching my 75-year-old mom enjoy it. That could have put me off of it a bit. Yeah.
There's a picture, isn't there, of your mum really enjoying it? Like, really enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I would find male dancers excited to watch if I was looking at my mum watching them. It would, Anyway, thank you, Alison. That was the one-star movie review. Well done, Tim.
Tim, you kill at these games. You're so great. We're so glad to have you around, Tim, because you're on it, man. You're on it.
He is on it. But now it is time, Alison, for the news stories from around the world. We here on the Hayley and Alison Show like to talk about things not political and not about coronavirus if possible, because listen, we're sick of hearing about it. But we're trying to look for the fun stories. We try to look for something a little bit different, and no more so than actually, I say not talking about coronavirus. This is related to it, but in a fun way, because 700
in a fun way.
Bear with me.
It is true. Yeah.
700 sheep and goats were arranged in the shape of a syringe to encourage vaccinations. Now, producer Will, is it possible to get the picture up if you're watching on an Echo show or YouTube? Sheep and goats together on Monday in Germany form an approximately 330-foot syringe to promote vaccinations against COVID-19. You can only see this from the air.
Yeah,
if I was flying over Germany and I seen a giant syringe, I don't think it'd go, do you know what? I really should really go and get my vaccination. I'd be like, why are those sheep forming a syringe?
Why are they in the shape of a needle? What is going on?
It's terrifying. Terrifying more than anything. But how they got them, because my first question was like, how did they get them to stay still? And they put food on the ground, positioning the sheep there. Here we go. Producer Will's putting the picture on. You can see it. I initially wouldn't think that was a syringe. I'd probably think it was, well, it does look like a syringe actually, but yeah, terrifying. But there you go. Apparently, that's meant to encourage you to get the booster. Also using sheep, I think, is saying people are sheep who get the booster. So I don't have, isn't it? And I don't agree with that. I've had my booster. Don't you worry. But there we go. Apparently, it's meant to help Get it?
I mean,
Uh,
people are really getting creative with how to encourage this sort of, and so I give full marks for creativity, full marks for execution. I mean, well done. Those sheep really did stay in place, and
mhm.
yeah, that's an interesting way to encourage people to get their booster shot. So
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
I think the fear of getting coronavirus would encourage me, not 700 sheep lined up in the shape of a booster, but each to your own. If you've seen that, if you've watched that now and gone, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna go. Then let us know. Let us know. Maybe it will encourage you to do that. Also, Alison, in more fun news today.
Oh yeah, Haley, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. All right, tell the
Well,
people.
tell us more, Alison, because there's a story involving McDonald's and swimwear. Isn't that right?
Yeah. So what has happened, everyone, is McDonald's has decided to release their own line of swimwear, everyone. That's right. That's right. New swimwear range. It is a limited edition range. Um, so McDonald's Australia, of course it's in Australia. I'm sure
Also,
maybe yeah.
it's limited because no one's gonna buy it, surely.
Hey, look, I'm sure someone somewhere will want to wear McDonald's clothing, logos all over them. But yeah, can I say the first? Can I say those two words? Can I say that people when men used to wear tight briefs. People used to refer to them as budgie smugglers. So the opening line of this is McDonald's is swapping burgers for budgie smugglers. That's right, tight fitting bikini styled McDonald's. It's like,
I
and there's a bikini too, so you can get a tight little. There's bikinis. There are also full size suits. Men. There. I don't see boxers. I don't think they've made boxers. So I think you only have one option, gentlemen, which is bikini briefies.
and
It'd
also
be
I don't want to body shame, right? Because my body isn't in the best shape. But I can imagine if you're gonna wear McDonald's swimwear, you're a person who frequents McDonald's quite a lot, you know?
yeah. These models wearing these bikini and outfits, they've never eaten McDonald's in their lives. There's
They've never
no
eaten
way
McDonald's.
that you have bodies like this if you love McDonald's enough that you want to purchase their bathing. I mean, maybe a sweatshirt, maybe some baggy jogging pants, something big. But no, they've gone bathing suits here.
And do you know what?
Um,
They're actually not as hideous as what I first thought, because I was like, "Oh, this is just gonna be ugly." They're actually quite cute. I mean, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't wear one myself personally because it's got burgers on the chest area of a lady.
yeah.
But they're not as hideous as what I initially thought. So McDonald's, if you want to send me one, let me know. I'll wear it. Imagine wearing that in your local swimming baths in the UK.
It's yeah, it's insane. But they're not cheap either. They're not cheap. I think they're ranging like what is it, 40 to 60, and that's in Australian dollars. I don't even know. But anyway, they're not cheap, basically, is what I'm saying here. Because they're limited edition, everyone. So,
But then I say no one's going to wear them. So there's I don't know, I don't think they're in the US, but there's a shop, like a budget shop in the UK called Lidl. I think it's Swedish originally, and a huge like budget. If you're going for like cheap food, like everyone like goes there, and they they introduced Lidl trainers with like the same colours as the shop with the little logo on, and everyone laughed. But they're now going for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds online.
like sneakers with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
sneakers with
wow.
the budget logo on. It's like getting what's like a budget store in the US?
Kmart.
Kmart. It's like Kmart sneakers, and everyone bought them. Like they were like $15 or whatever, and everyone was laughing, going, "Who's going to wear them?" People wear them. They're like a fashion statement now because they was like this cheap joke, and now they're going for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds online. It's insanity. So
You never
if
know
you're in
what people are going to buy into and decide to make trendy. You never know. So McDonald's swimwear could be maybe we should try and get our hands on some and give it away as a
Yeah,
prize at some point.
it's probably gonna go for hundreds. So if you're in Australia, you see this, buy it, because I'm telling you now, it'll be worth something in a couple of years' time. There we go. We're talking the news stories this morning, and there's a news story in UPI.com about 80 escaped ostriches running loose through China City. That's right, 80 escaped ostriches.
Say it again.
Ostriches, they escaped in China, and there's a video doing the rounds. If you are on upi.com, I don't know if you can get the video up, Will. A Chinese city captured video where they came into an unusual traffic hazard. We're not talking about roadworks. We're talking about 80 ostriches. Do you want to do this segment, Alison?
Say that 3 times. 80 ostriches, 80 ostriches, 80 ostriches.
It's gonna be, don't say that, because if you say that, 80 ostriches will appear. They ran through the city in China. I don't know where they escaped from. It doesn't say. Here we go. Producer Will's got the video up there. 80 ostriches running through the streets. No injuries reported from the ostriches' time on the lunch. There they are. Look at those legs. Incredible.
They
Can you imagine, like, driving your car and just, is that an ostrich? Oh, is that 80
ostriches? Look at that. They are cruising along. It is there. I mean, have you ever seen a real life ostrich? Haley, have you ever been close
I have, and they're terrifying. I find them terrifying.
They're huge.
They're quick as well, aren't they?
I believe they spit now and again too. They will spit a little bit at you. They're so tall. They're so big. Because you think, oh, it's a bird, but when you see the size of them, back in Canada, because I'm from Calgary, Alberta.
Are you Canadian?
I am Canadian. I am Canadian. But I went to a university in a place. I went to the U of LA. That's right, everyone. Lethbridge, Alberta. And it's a big farm community, right? Lethbridge, big farm. And I had a friend whose parents had an ostrich farm.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course I did. So we would often go and hang out with the ostriches, and they are large and stinky. They smell a little bit. No offense,
genuinely, I find them very intimidating. I've been to like a local farm and they had one, and they're like in your face, like I find them quite scary.
They're aggressive. They are aggressive birds. Yes.
Yeah, they are aggressive birds. It's like you've spilt a pint, or knocked into someone and spilt a drink. They're like, what? An Echo show. It's a really good impression. Oh, we're talking the news stories here on the Haley and Alison show this morning, and producer Will's got a story for you, Alison.
I'm excited to hear about this. Do tell, Will. Do tell. Oh, Will, we can't hear you, just so you know.
Maybe we can just do Will's voice. I've got a story for you. Oh,
I'm Hello. I like the idea where I just do the talking and you do the words. That would be good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Haley. So this story is from Turkmenistan, and I don't know if you've heard about this, but apparently one of the big kind of tourist attractions of Turkmenistan is called the Pit of Hell. Right? Yeah. It's called the Gates to Hell, basically. And what it is I'll show you this picture if I can. It's literally a big crater that's on fire.
Yeah. It's just
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's been going like since so it says here the crater formed in the 1960s.
Yeah.
And it's been on fire since the 80s. Nobody's really sure why. Apparently, once they lowered a guy into it, to
not just a guy,
science,
a Canadian explorer named George Counaris. Anyway, Canadian explorer.
Do you know him, Ali?
George and I? G and I?
Yeah,
we go way back.
Busy mates.
Yeah, we used to go fire cave diving back when I was in my 30s.
As you do. Yeah. In the 80s, yeah. So they lowered this Canadian gentleman, Mr. George, I'm going to call him, into the pit, for like science research, not as like punishment, to try and figure out like what was going on. And he was like, I don't know what's happening. So nobody really knows why it's there or why it's been on fire. But anyway, the president of Turkmenistan has been like, that's enough now. We need to put the gateway to hell out. They're going to close it down. They're going to put the fire out. I don't know if they're going to like fill in the hole, but whatever. He's like, no, it's like bad for the environment. It's using up like natural resources. So it's time for it to go, which I think is pretty sad. It sounds like a fun tourist attraction.
Well, it's their only tourist attraction, actually. I don't
know. Maybe later in the week we'll do like a rundown of Turkmenistan's top
other
10
things that you
could
go and do once they get rid of the gateway to hell. Here's some other great activities. You can go have some roasted goat meat. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Maybe. But there's that volcano somewhere. I don't know if it's in Turkmenistan, but somewhere there's like it's a restaurant like halfway up a volcano, and they cook all the food from the heat from the volcano.
I mean,
I don't know where that is, but if that's in Turkmenistan, that could be one of the things that you get to do.
we're going there. That's fantastic. The other thing that I thought was really interesting, I don't know if you read this in the article, but the reason why they started to do this was to, they were doing research to try. But what they have found is microorganisms, obviously I'm not a science person.
Microorganisms?
Yes, that have not been identified on Earth yet. So they were actually finding new life kind of things there that they were like, we didn't know that these existed. So it is interesting that now that
it is interesting, but I'm just thinking, like, if you're finding new life in something that's called the gateway to hell, maybe it's best just to leave it there.
I know, that's why the president's like, let's shut her down, shut her down, shut her
this down.
Yeah.
It's very Stranger Things. I don't know if you've watched Stranger Things, Ali, if you've watched it at home.
Oh yeah.
But
both seasons? It's 2 seasons. Is it 3 seasons?
I think it might be 3.
I think it's 3.
Now.
Anyway, I've watched them all, however many there are.
They are fantastic. And the Gateway to Hell is very much giving me Stranger Things vibes. So I think we should go. I think we should have a Haley and Allison Good Morning Show trip to Turkmenistan.
I would love that. And they lower us into the volcano, and we do the show.
We'll go down into the pit. I mean, some people go to like Miami, LA, maybe like Dubai, Paris. No.
These
We're going
guys.
to Turkmenistan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you up for that, Haley?
I'm very up for that. The Gateway of Hell is also what I call my bathroom after my partner's been in there.
I didn't need to know that.
Boom.
You will.
Boom.
Listen, we are here until 8 a.m. this morning. Get involved with the show. Shall I tell you what's coming up, Alison, in the next hour of the show?
Haley, I would love to know what's coming up in the next hour. Tell us.
I will do. Coming up in the next hour of the show, here on the Haley and Alison Show, we're going to be talking to your mum, Alison, because we're going to play a game of Guess a Celebrity with the one and only Vicky Smith. We are going to be talking American slang here on the show. We did that last week, but now we're going to talk about British slang. We're going to be playing a game of competitive true or false, and I will be getting my words right in. That's all coming up in the
You
next
have
hour.
reached the Haley and Allison Show with producer Will.
So for those of you who have not heard that before, your first time joining us, that is my mother. And the reason why lovely Will had to do the little breakdown, the little techno breakdown in the middle is because my mom forgot the word producer halfway through and wanted to say professor. So I was correcting her during all of that. So Will has done a real good job of hiding that. Professor Will has done a great job of hiding that.
Well, because your mum was so professional, Alison, as I am, obviously. We thought, why not get Vicky Smith involved in a game? So what we've done all this week and a bit of last week as well, you've shown your mum pictures of celebrities, right?
Yeah.
And she's described that celebrity. And today she's going to describe a celebrity for the last time. And we're going to give you a series of clues as well, because let's just say it, your mum doesn't give much away with the old description.
No, she doesn't. Because she doesn't know who these people are. She literally just looks at the picture and describes what she sees. That is it. So we let you hear what my mother says about the people. And then I think this one will be fun. I like the way my mom opens up on this one, I think. And then we give you a few other clues so you can actually guess who it might be. Although I think my mom does I don't know. See what you think. Let's see how today's goes.
Okay, so let's play the clue from Vicky Smith. Who is Vicky describing? Let's hear it.
Well, she looks like she can really strut. Dark curly black hair, high big boots, quite an outfit, pretty good bod.
My
She
mom
always
loves
to comment on the
on
body.
the bod. I know. Pretty good bod.
bod.
Good bod. All right, bod.
Your mum's very vain, isn't she, when she comes to look pretty? They have to have a good body, or Vicky's not interested.
She's all
Also,
about, yeah.
she looks like she can strut. What gives that? I've never looked at someone and thought they can strut.
That person can strut. Well, I think the picture that I showed, as my mom was describing, she's got high boots on, and she was like
Pretty good description today.
mid walk. Although when we reveal who it is, she can strut. So I do like the description. So again, she looks like she can really strut.
Great bod.
Great bod, pretty great bod, dark curly black hair.
Pretty good clue. Pretty good clue. But
But
who
who?
is the celebrity? Who is
Who's my
it? Who's
mom?
Vicky
Yep.
describing? If you know already off the bat, you think, I know who Vicky's talking about, then get in touch. The command to give your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think of Backchannel. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments below. We will get your answer there. But here are a few more clues. If you've not got it from Great Bod, here are a few more clues. Her first stage name was Bonnie Jo Mason. Her first stage name was Bonnie Jo Mason. She was a child actor with her sister, and she was a background singer on the Ronettes, Be My Baby, and the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Wow. Okay.
Well, here we use some brand spanking new clues. Her first stage name was Bonnie Jo Mason. She was a child actor with her sister, and she was a background singer on the Ronettes, Be My Baby, and the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Loving Feeling. But who is the celebrity? Who is it?
Who is it that can strut with curly black hair and a pretty good bod? Tall boots. Quite an outfit.
I was saying
Quite an
yesterday,
outfit.
Alison, when you were flying back, that your mum, if she ever got mugged, she'll be like, cracking body.
He had a pretty good bod. He had a mask on his face, but pretty good bod.
He'd been working out, could strut with that knife. But who is the celebrity? Alison, give us a few more clues about this celeb.
Absolutely. I didn't know this either. She turned down the part of Thelma Dickinson in Thelma and Louise in order to appear in the 1990 film Mermaids, which, I mean, both films excellent. Both films excellent.
Yeah.
I loved Mermaids and I loved Thelma and Louise. Isn't that hard that she had to turn down that part for? Isn't that
Yes.
always the way? Good things come all in chunks, and you got to pick and choose. So she had to pick and choose there. She was the oldest woman to have a number one. She was 52 at the time, which, let's be honest, in this day and age, that's amazing because apparently once you're in your 40s, you don't exist as a woman. So done.
They don't play Madonna on certain radio stations now in the UK because she's deemed too old, which is horrendous. Like music is timeless.
Are you serious? They just don't because
of her age. It's not in the age bracket that they think people will listen to it, which is ludicrous. But there we go.
Queen of pop, and they won't play her anyway. When she was a teenager, oh, this is exciting. This is juicy goss, everyone. When she was a teenager, she was arrested for stealing a car. What? She was watching a friend's car while she was running an errand, and when he took too long, she decided to take it to the drive-in theater. So yeah, she was arrested for stealing a car. She didn't really, but nice friend, right?
Yeah, she did. But I mean, that's quite funny that she was caught at the flicks. Like, is this your car? No, I just wanted to go and watch a film.
I just really wanted to see a movie. I'm trying to escape my life. But who is this person who turned down the part of Thelma and Thelma Louise? She starred in Mermaids, again, a classic film. Oldest woman to have a number one. She was 52 at the time, number one on the charts. And when she was a teenager, she was arrested for stealing a car. She was watching her friend's car and he took too long to get back to her. So she took the car and went to a drive-in movie. But who? Who is this woman?
Who is this woman? Let's hear your mum's clue once more, Alison. Here's Vicky Smith with a description of this celebrity.
Well, she looks like she can really strut. Dark curly black hair, high big boots, quite an outfit, pretty good bod.
Pretty good. I just love
Pretty
it.
good. Pretty good bod. I mean, you know.
Who is the celebrity? Listen, she was the oldest woman to have a number one, 52 at the time. I think we should break that record with you, Alison, because it would blow people's minds if a 182-year-old woman would get a number one.
It's true. It would blow my mind if I got a number one.
And we know you're good at writing songs from the show.
I'm an excellent
I couldn't say that without laughing. Apologies.
As
Alison.
Doug and Tim and Stacy know, throughout the many episodes, I'm a brilliant songwriter. I love a rhyme. I'm a big rhymer. But who is the star?
Who is it? Let's give you a few more clues now as to who this is. She was born on the 20th of May, 1946 In 2011, she became the only artist in history to have a #1 song on a Billboard chart for 6 consecutive decades.
Oh my gosh.
Decades.
Decades, y'all.
#1 song over 6 consecutive decades. She was one part of a famous duo, and her Las Vegas residency ran from 2008 to 2011. Cha-ching. But who is the celebrity? We'll give you a few more moments to get your answers in. The command to give your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show, followed by your guess, she can really strut.
She can really
If you,
strut.
if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv, type your answer in there, or if you're watching on YouTube, just type it in the comments below and we will get it there. A few more moments and we will reveal who the celebrity is. I watched this celebrity in concert. I've said this before on the show, and she is phenomenal.
She is amazing. You also love the celebrity's tweets. You love looking at her
Do.
tweets, don't you? You love her
Yeah,
tweets.
it's like a cat's run across a keyboard. It just doesn't make any sense. Her children should be like, listen, Mum, let me take the phone.
Stop, Mom, stop.
Stop, Mom. Yeah, I love her. She can still get in some outfits that are very figure hugging at her. She's got a phenomenal figure. But who is the
I know
celebrity?
my mom, pretty good bod. Amazing bod, considering
Yeah.
this woman is of a mature age.
Mature. She was born in 1946. So your mum saying she's got a pretty good bod. Should be ashamed of yourself, Vicky, because this woman has got a phenomenal figure for her
Didn't
age.
she also
Great.
date? I think we talked about this on the show a little while ago. Didn't she date Ryan Reynolds for a period of time?
Believe so, yes. But who
Mhm.
is the celebrity? If you would like to make a guess, last chance to do so. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. It is as easy as that to get involved with the show. So one more time, Alison June Smith, let's play your mum, Vicky, describing a picture of this celebrity.
Well, she looks like she can really strut. Dark curly black hair, high big boots, quite an outfit, pretty good bod.
Pretty good bod. Who is
Pretty
the
good.
celebrity? She was the oldest woman to have a #1 at the time. She was 52 at the time. Let's give you a few more clues. She was born on the 20th of May, 1946. She was one part of a famous duo. In 2011, she became the only artist in history to have a #1 song on a Billboard chart for 6 consecutive decades, Alison. Decades. Well, who is the celebrity? Get your guesses in. We are going to be doing the reveal in 10 seconds, Alison.
This is it in
9,
10 seconds.
8.
You have your time, everyone. This is it. Take a guess. You got nothing to lose. You got nothing really to gain either,
We've
other
got nothing
than
to gain. We don't give away prizes, but
other than knowing you're right, that you can smugly walk around and go, "Meh, I was right. I know the answers to things. I was correct today." But I don't think we can't make them wait anymore. Haley,
can't.
who is today's star that my mother was describing?
The person with the okay body is Cher. Of course, it's Cher.
Cher, everyone. What a
I'm
phenomenal celebrity. This woman is amazing. Again, #1 for 6. She had a #1 song on the Billboard chart for 6 consecutive decades. 6.
Decades.
60
She
years.
is brilliant. I love her so much. Genuinely do. I love all the films she's been in. I've seen her in a concert, and I was so privileged to watch her because she was just fantastic. So much love for that woman. But there you go. The celebrity today was Cher. Thank you to your mum, Vicky, for giving us very vague clues. We appreciate Vicky's support with the show. But now it is time, Alison. Earlier in the week, we tried out our American slang because most of our listeners are based in the US. We're based in the UK. Alison is, of course, Canadian. She's not mentioned it in the last 2 minutes, so you might not know. But we want to know, how good is your British slang, right? So, Alison, you've lived in the UK for how long now?
God, almost 10 years now. Almost
10 years.
Yeah.
So you should be pretty up to scratch with your British slang. But if you're listening, we're going to try and test you out and see if you know what these words mean. So the word fit If you are listening, you're a US listener, let us know what you think the word fit is in British slang. Alison, do you think you know? Do you think you can put it in a sentence?
I do know. Although I gotta say, however I put this into a sentence, it doesn't totally. Anyway, okay, because you can use it in the U.S. and in the British way, but it does mean different things. But anyway, okay, so some might say our celebrity that we were just describing, Cher, is she's pretty fit for her age. But again, that could be used. Okay, I'm trying to think. That person over there, when I looked at them, I thought they were really fit. I think Haley is exceptionally fit. How about
You'd
that?
be right. You'd be
Yeah,
right.
I will be right. So far, I think I'm using them right, but it's hard to describe to people because fit is one of those tricky ones. Fit is one of those tricky ones. When I first came here and I heard someone describe someone as fit, and I looked at their body and I was like, I don't know, but yeah.
Let us know if you are a US listener and you know what the British slang for fit, how does it fit into a sentence, eh? Fit. Let
Mm.
us know what you think it means. We talked US slang the other day, but what does the UK slang fit mean? Alison, I
Yes.
can't tell you. Yeah, of course, you're sort of right. Yeah, absolutely. 100% right. So you'd look at someone that you find attractive and you say they're fit. Doesn't
Yes.
mean they're physically fit. They may not be physically fit. You could look at I'm trying to think of a celebrity.
Lizzo's fit. Lizzo's fit.
She's gorgeous. Fit.
Yeah.
Good
Fit.
looking.
Good
Find them
looking.
attracting. Yeah. Also, I use the word fit in regards to food.
Food. Yes. Yeah.
I'll be like, this is fit.
Yeah. People
Mean-
definitely use that a lot to describe food or something they're drinking. This cocktail is fit. So yeah, fit means good, attractive.
Nice.
Nice. It doesn't necessarily mean body physically fit. Yeah, because someone called me fit. I don't mean to brag, but yeah, someone called me fit when I first came over here, and I was like, "You have low expectations when it comes to physical physiques." Then, and then I realized fit just means pretty or attractive.
Attractive, or that you're enjoying, like food wise, you're like, oh, I'm enjoying this, it's fit.
Yeah.
My partner always tells me off for saying food's fit. He's like, oh, stop using that. It's fit. It's not what you want to hear in a restaurant. This is fit.
This is fit.
Doesn't take me out anymore. Anyway, we're talking British slang. If you are a US listener and you know what this British slang means, let us know. Here's a good one. Snog. SNOG. What does snog mean in British slang? If you know, let us know here on the Hayley and Alison show. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in there, or on YouTube in the box below. What does the British slang snog, SNOG, mean?
All right, so let me see if I can use this in a sentence. Let's see. When I was 15, I had my first snog. Let's see. Some people will talk about having a cheeky snog, which means like a little secret little snog. I'm trying to think of how else you could have. Gosh, I'm trying to think. If you were to play the classic game 7 Minutes in Heaven or Spin the Bottle, you might have a little snog afterwards with the
Is
person.
that what they call it? 7 minutes in heaven?
Yeah, you go in a closet and
For 7 minutes? It's quite long, isn't it?
Well, we take our time over there. We're not about quick and in and out. No, you go in.
If you've just joined us, we're talking about snogging.
Yes, snogging. Spin the bottle. If you spun the bottle and it pointed at somebody, you'd probably go off in a closet and have a little snog with them. I think this is a horrific word to describe the activities that have snog. To me, if you have any, what does snog sound like to you, Tim? Are you still listening? If somebody said snog, like what do you think of? I am curious to know if anyone has a guess in the States of what snog means. Am I wrong? Did you using this word frequently growing up, Hayley? Frequently, I don't mean to assume anything about you.
Not when I was growing up. No one wanted to snog me.
But has it ever occurred to you that it's a weird sounding word?
No, not until you pointed it out and you were like, this is a weird word. And I was like, oh yeah, it is a really weird word. If you're not from the UK, it's like bizarre word to use for this. And I never really looked at that until you said it. And I'll tell you, you're completely correct. It does mean snog in the UK slang does mean like a kiss,
Yeah.
a little kiss.
A
We'll
little-
go have a snog.
Little French kiss. Little kiss.
yeah.
Probably a
called
little open mouth. Oh, a little kiss.
It's
A
called
little
the
kiss.
snog in the UK. Completely correct, Alison. We're talking UK slang here. See if you know your UK slang. A lot of our listeners are from the US, but do you know our UK slang? Alison is from Canada, originally Calgary, Alberta, and I just want to let you
Thank
know
you.
that because she
Thank you
hasn't
for
mentioned it in
plugging
the
it.
last 30 seconds. But what does, in UK slang, to mug someone off mean? They mugged me off. What does that mean in UK slang? If you think you know, you might know because it's used in a lot of TV show that's in the UK that's done well worldwide. But do you know what to mug someone off means? They mugged me off. What does it mean in UK slang? The command to give your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv, type in what you think it is there. Let us know. Alison, do you know what to mug someone off means?
Yeah, I do. So for example, my sister and I had a little tiff when I was home. We had a little argument because that's what sisters do. So I mugged her off for a couple of days. I just was like, no, yeah. I mugged my sister off, everyone. I did. I did. If somebody was you didn't want to bother with them, you'd mug them off, right?
Yeah.
I think
Do you know what it means, though? Do you know at home what it means? Let us know if you think Alison is right, or if you have a guess at what to mug someone off means in UK slang. Let us know. No, to mug someone off. I can tell you, Alison. Yeah, you're right. There's different variations of it. They use it a lot in British TV dating shows. So, say for someone would go in for a kiss, and the person sort of dodged out the way, they'd be like, "Oh, they mugged me off." Then they mugged me off to avoid. To like ignore someone. If you're dating someone and they stop replying as well as ghosting, you can say, I think they're mugging me off. It means they're making a mug of you, basically. There we go. They're making a mug. It's very, very sort of London, sort of Cockney. They're mugging me off. But there we go. If you have any US slang you would like me and Alison to guess what it is, I mean, Alison probably knows. I won't have a clue. Then let us know. Tell us your slang word. Keep it clean, breakfast show. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your slang, or go to backchannel.tv. But very shortly, we're going to be playing a game of competitive true or false.
This is what everyone comes for. Everyone comes for the true and false. They're like,
They
we'll play your other games. We'll play your other games, but we're in it for the true and false.
We are in it for the true or false. That's coming up very, very, very shortly. But like I say, we're talking slang at the minute. I'll give you one more, Alison. We're talking UK slang. And the word gutted. So how would you use the word gutted?
I bought a lottery ticket and I was gutted when I didn't win. How's that?
You just reminded me, actually. I put the lottery on last night and I've not had an email to say I've won. So
you're gutted. You're gutted. Yeah.
Gutted.
When I went home, I asked my mom if she would make me my favorite flank steak, but she couldn't find any in the stores. I was gutted. I was gutted. I didn't get the flank steak. What else? I'm trying to think of other things I would be gutted over. Oh, my puppy ate my favorite set of headphones. I was gutted when my puppy ate my favorite set of headphones. I was even more gutted when I had to fish out the headphones in his pool.
Oh no. They're not the ones you've got in now, are they?
No. Are you kidding? Could you imagine? Yeah. Fished them out, used them again. No, they're destroyed. But I still had to. Yeah.
Thank you, producer Will. Can you tell Alison if she's correct with the use of the word gutted? Oh, he's gone again. Sound, Will. We can't hear you, producer Will.
The gremlins, pal. The gremlins today are finicky. No, still nothing. That's okay.
We're gutted. We can't hear producer Will.
We are gutted. We can't hear you right now. We're gutted by this. Is it not happening? There's no sound? No. Producer Will. There we go. There you go, pal.
Have you got me? Am I here?
You're here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Haley. Yeah, of course you're right, Ali. Gutted is to be
disappointed,
like upset about something, disappointed, like you've lost out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was gutted when I don't know. I couldn't find my favorite t-shirt.
Yeah, I was gut. Some of the listeners may have been gutted when I wasn't here the last couple of days. I'm pretty sure
I
they
was
were
gutted that
gutted.
you
They
weren't
were
here the last couple of
gutted.
days.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
on Monday we did our American slang, and you know what? I think we did a pretty good job.
What were some of the words for American slang? I missed it. Were there
My
any?
favorite one is goat. Like if so, oh, you're the goat, like greatest of all time.
See that? Yeah, abbreves. Those are abbreves. Greatest of all time.
Abbreves, yeah, abbreves, of course, being slang for abbreviated.
Yes.
Which is good stuff. My favorite one on this list is melt. Oh, Ali, you're such a melt.
Oh.
And it's just like, as someone who's just like a bit innocent, maybe a bit naive, it's a very regional thing. A lot of these slang words are very specific, very regional.
So a melt would be like, yeah, naive, silly, doesn't really know. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, like naive in like an adorable way. Sometimes doesn't really get what's going on.
Like my mom's a bit of a melt when it came to describing some of the celebrities. Oh, she's a
Yeah,
melt.
but-
She had no idea. She had no idea who they
I
were.
think we can make Vicky go viral just for the sound clip of her saying, "Oh, it looks like she could really strut."
I know. I think even Cher would love that. Cher would be like, "I can strut, lady. Let me
Mhm,
show you."
If anybody can strut, it's Cher, but also me. I'm gonna get my heels on and strut.
Yes.
Producer
Yeah.
Will. Switches
what I
to
do.
Will is strutting. Oh, thank you, producer Will. And listen, it's our favourite time of the show now, Will. And you're sticking around because you know what? I'm not going to leave. I love this
I'd
bit
love
so
to.
much. This is time for true or false, competitive. True or false, and it's competitive because I make it that way. We need a jingle for this. Competitive, true or false.
True or false. It needs to be like a wrestling, like a, are you ready for true or false?
Can I tell you this very, very quickly? Speaking of wrestling, so my ex-partner was big into wrestling. I don't know much about it. And I've seen there was tickets on sale for Blackpool in the UK for this wrestling show. And I was like, oh, I'll get him tickets. And I looked online. It was really, really cheap because it was unprofessional wrestling. And it was like 15-year-old boys wrestling. And he was like, what? Why have you bought me tickets for this? I like to watch, like John Cena. I don't like to watch 15-year-old boys because you get a name for yourself. But yeah, bought tickets for the wrong wrestling. There we go.
That would be like if somebody's like, "Oh, you guys are comedians. You must love comedy," and then they take us to like the worst open mic ever with like just bad joke tellers and
Johnny No Jokes open. But listen, this is competitive, true or false, our favourite part of the show and yours. What we're going to do is we're going to take it in turns to answer a true or false question. It's as easy as that. We want you to get involved and make a guess. If you think you know the answer, the command to give your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your guess in there. Side with me or side with Alison or side with us both. You can make guesses for either of them. It's as easy as that. Keep guessing. And we have regulars on the show. Tim's really good. Doug's really good at this. Marnie pops in sometimes before work.
Stacey was with us. And if we have new listeners, so this is our favorite game. This is the easiest game to get involved with because there's one of two answers. It's true or false. We follow our guts. We don't expect you to be knowledgeable, but if you think you might have some guidance for us as we're trying to answer, please help us out, particularly me, because Haley is very good at true or false.
I've been bad this week, Alison. You've not been here. I've lost twice in a row.
Oh, Haley, are you
But
okay?
then producer Will writes a question, so I'm
He
going
does write the questions. I was going to say it is hard to win against the person that chose the question. Tim, you got every answer wrong yesterday. No, you didn't, Tim.
You did, Alison. And you know what? Before you were like, Tim's never wrong. And I was like thinking, well,
you were here yesterday. Well, Tim, I'm back. You've got your zhuzh back. I'm telling you, today's the day. You're going to know all the answers. I'm with you. Doug as well. Doug, I know you're still out there and you're with us. So join on in. So, do you want to go first or do you want to go second? Do you want me to ask you the first question? What do you feel like?
I will ask you first, Alison.
Great. Sounds great. All right. Here we go.
Camels.
Yes.
Have 3 sets of eyelashes. Which salon do they go to? Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. Is that true or is it false, Alison? What we're saying?
Well, I think Whenever you see camels in cartoons, they always draw them with nice, big, long eyelashes. When I went to Dubai, not that I mean to brag, and rode on camels, they do have they do have a lot of eyelashes. So you know what? I feel that's true. I feel like camels do have 3 sets of eyelashes. I also wish I had 3 sets of eyelashes. Wouldn't that be fun? I would love to have. I suppose I could. As a human, you can go and buy
You can
tons of
buy them.
eyelashes.
I mean, I've barely got one set at the minute. They're very,
I
very
Mine too.
so tired. But do camels have 3 sets of eyelashes? Let us know what you think. Make your guesses now. The command to give your device is the word say. That's all you need to do. The name of your device followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you're listening on an Echo show, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Dead easy. Backchannel.tv. Type your answer in there and we will get it straight away here. Let us know. Or if you're on YouTube, like lovely Tim, just type the answer in the box below. Or if you're a camel, just blink 3 times with your eyelashes.
And let us know. So yeah, I'm leaning towards true, that I feel camels do have 3 sets of eyelashes. But again, yeah, Tim is with me. Tim is saying true as well. Exactly, Tim. I feel it is true. So Tim and I are going to go with true. That is a true statement.
You're completely correct. It is true. Well done, Tim. Well done, Alison.
Yes.
Apparently, camels do have 3 sets of eyelashes. Very pretty. You always go, I'm leaning. You lean more than the Leaning Tower of Pisa in this. I'm leaning towards true.
I am leaning. I do lean more than the Leaning Tower.
You lean more than Michael Jackson doing the move, that whatever it is.
Woo!
What video is that where he leans? Anyway, let's go. Next question. Give me, Alison. Give me a true or false question.
All right. Well, this is interesting. Johnny Depp, the actor Johnny Depp, whose breakthrough role was in Nightmare on Elm Street for movies, one of the greatest movies ever. Anyway, Johnny Depp is afraid of spiders. Is that true or is that false, that Johnny Depp is afraid of spiders?
See, it's one of those ones because Johnny Depp's known as a bit of a easygoing man. Is he afraid of spiders? I mean, I am. But I'll tell you why, because my mum used to chase me around the house with them. What kind of parenting is that? Anyway, I'll talk about that on my therapy session on Thursday. But yeah, I'm scared of them. But I don't think Johnny Depp would be. He seems like a pretty chill guy. He seems very laid back. But then that could be a trick question. It could be like that's the only thing that bothers him.
Will is a tricky trickster, and he does like to write some questions that tricks us. So, what do you think? So, is there anyone out there? Is there a Johnny Depp expert? Or Johnny Depp, are you listening? Let us know if you are afraid of
Let us know your phone number if you are listening, Johnny Depp. Let us know if you're free this weekend. But do you know the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. The question was, Johnny Depp is afraid of spiders. Is that true or is it false? I'm leaning towards false.
Yeah. You think he's more afraid of ex-partners than spiders? Is that what you're...
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it. I wasn't going to mention her. She's like Voldemort. We don't talk about. But yeah, what do you think, Tim? If you are still with us, I can see we've got Nathan online, Johan online. What do you think? What do you think, Doug? Are you still with us? Let us know. Is Johnny Depp afraid of spiders? True or false?
Is it true or is it false?
Captain Jack Sparrow can't be afraid of spiders, but then that could be a tricky trickster question. Captain Jack Sparrow's afraid of spiders. I don't know why I did it like that. He doesn't talk like that, does he?
I did like it, though. That was fun. You're very good at accents. I really enjoy your accents, Haley. You're very good. I want you to know that.
Thank you, Alison. Was that I'm trying to do yours. It was really bad.
I liked it.
Oh, Tim is saying true. Oh. Do you know what? I'm going to stick with my gut. I thought false originally. Shall I go with true? I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Tim.
You're going to go with Tim?
I don't know why I'm doing this. Just making it more amusing for the people like Tim who are watching on YouTube. Yes, I'm going to go. Oh, no. Stick with my original answer. False.
You're going with false. You're sticking with your gut.
Yeah.
Okay. And what we have learned over time is sometimes sticking with your gut is the way to go. And you are correct, Haley. It is false. Tim, I don't, it's hard. This is a real guessing game, but it was a tricky trickster question. Johnny Depp is actually afraid of clowns.
Oh, wow.
So he does have a fear. It is of clowns, not necessarily of spiders. But if a spider was dressed as a clown, perhaps he would be terrified. So,
Maybe
yeah.
he would. Oh, I'm glad I got that right. But thank you for trying to help me out, Tim. Alison, here is your question. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
It's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork. But is that true or is it false? It's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork. I mean, if you go in some UK restaurants, it should be, I mean, it should be legal. Like people, it should be illegal for people not to eat with them because I've seen people eat.
Oh, yeah, it can be very, but I'm wondering if something happened in Georgia, somebody like if they were cutting and a bone went flying and somebody got hurt, or I don't know, maybe there's like things that have gone wrong in the past. Maybe years ago people got very violent when they were eating fried chicken, so they were just like no more weaponry around those people while
I
they're
don't know
eating
many
fried.
people who would eat fried chicken with a knife and fork anyway. It seems like I always feel like odd when I see people eating slices of pizza with a knife or fork. I know you have to do that in a restaurant, but when you're on the street. But the question was, it's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork. Is that true or is it false? Tim is saying true. What are you saying? Let us know. Like Tim, if you want to get in touch, the command to give your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm with you,
What you
Tim. I
thinking?
feel like it's so specific. Just Georgia. I mean, but that again, it could be a tricky trickster. It could be like, no, in Southern Carolina is where it's illegal. But I kind of felt true as well, Tim. Like my gut was saying true. So I mean, I have nothing to go on other than I think something bad happened at some point when somebody was trying to eat it. Some states have weird laws. Yeah, Tim, they do. They do have weird laws. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but apparently this is not in the States. This is UK, and we've talked about this before, weird laws, where Haley is from, Chester-ish. She's from Chester. And it is still legal to shoot a Welshman with an arrow after dark from a bridge. Don't know why, but apparently that is illegal. So yeah, there are weird laws all over the place. I'm going to go with you, Tim. I think it is true. I think it is illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork. Tim and I, we're going true. That is true, Haley.
Well, Alison and Tim, I can tell you that you are completely correct. It is true. Yes, Georgia law states that you can only eat fried chicken with your bare hands. And to be honest with you, if I went on a date with a man and he started eating a fried chicken with a knife and fork, that would put me off.
You'd be like, we are not going to be snogging later. That is, I'm not snogging you.
I'd
knife
mug
and
him
fork.
right off. That's what
I
I'd
know.
do.
There we go. We've used them all, everyone. We're learning British slang terms. That's great. Yay.
Well
Tim,
done,
we got
Tim.
a
Well done,
point.
Ali.
Yes. All right. Haley.
You're redeeming yourself today, Tim.
He is. See, you're back in the zone. All right. Haley, here is my
Yes.
question for you. Okay.
Yes,
Is it true or is
Alison.
it false that red M&Ms disappeared for a decade? Red M&Ms, you know, the candy, M&Ms, the
candy,
chocolate, yeah. Did the red ones disappear for a decade? Is that true or is that false? Tim also put, what about boneless fried chicken? Good. Sorry, we're going back to their question. I wonder, I bet you they'd still want you to eat it with your hands, but that is a good question. Will, can we look into a boneless fried chicken? We'll see what we can
Why are
find
you
out.
talking like a waitress? Can we get a boneless fried chicken back here?
Can we find out what's going on? Gorgonzola. Okay, so Haley, red M&Ms disappeared for a decade. Is that true or is that false? If there are any
Well, I
M&M
don't know
fanatics?
about a decade, but I watch commercials and the red M&M is often copping off with human women in commercials. It's so weird. Like it's a candy.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't think that's true because I don't ever recall reading anything about the red. It's like we have Smarties in the UK and they took blue ones out for a little bit because blue ones contained some sort of additive that made children hyperactive. Oh, Tim has said red M&Ms were out of circulation for a while, so I'd say true. Oh, Tim has got the knowledge about the M&Ms. I wonder why, if it's like our Smarties and that's why they went out, because they realized there was additives that made children attention deficit.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I eat smart. I eat them all the time. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you know what I read the other day? Do you know that urban myth? Well, it's not an urban myth. It's a true fact about Van Halen asking people to remove the brown M&Ms out of their rider.
Oh,
You hear
yeah,
about
I
this?
remember hearing that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
do you know why that actually is? Is because, and I don't know where I heard this, but it was saying that's because they wanted to make sure that the tech person had read the full rider, because if they got there, then they'd know that the lighting was okay, the sound was okay. If they'd read that bit about the M&Ms and took the M&Ms out, they'd know everything else was spot on.
So they
If
wouldn't
they
have to worry so much. Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that interesting?
Yeah. But I'm going to go with Tim. Tim seems to know that red M&Ms were out of circulation for a while. So I would have said no, but Tim seems to have the knowledge of the red M&Ms. So I'm going to go with Tim and say that's true.
And he was quick on that answer. And you
Yeah.
know what? It's good that you trust him, because that is absolutely correct. It is true. Red M&Ms disappeared for a decade because they were banned in 1976, much like the blue Smartie, over concerns about the red dye, and returned to the scene in the late 1980s. So there was something in the red dye they were concerned about, but either over time they realized we're not going to worry about that and we're just going to let those people continue to eat that chemical, or they remove the chemical. We don't know. There is no answer. But yes, they were out of circulation for a period of time, but now they're back. So don't you worry. And I do appreciate, yes, that the red M&M in the cartoons is the one always snogging with the people. That red M&M is
Always so weird. Why is
he
the
likes a
woman everywhere?
little kiss, a little makeout with humans, which is fine.
Thank you so much, Tim, because I was going to go false with that because I hadn't heard about it. But thank you. You've given us a point there. Excellent. If you, like Tim, would like to get involved, then do so. Here you go. Alison, your question. I like this one. Barack Obama's favorite app is Candy Crush Saga. When has he got time to play Candy Crush Saga?
I know, but that's the thing about Barack. Maybe Barack is like that's his downtime. You know, maybe that's his meditative thing. Because I do think Candy Crush for a lot of people became their kind of like Zen moment, right? Where you can not think about the worries of the world and just like, all right, I never played it because I didn't want to get into it so much that I couldn't walk away. Did you get into Candy Crush?
Yeah, I did a little bit. And do you know what I got into really badly? Like a football game where you could play football matches. I know. And I'd be like, I got really addicted. And because this is how they get you, Alison, because I had to buy new football boots to perform better. And I was spending money getting a new football kit. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm a grown-up human. And I was like, oh, I need to get some new boots. I got to perform better on the pitch today. And I was like, do you know what? I'm doing this. I need to delete it. It's getting too addictive. But yeah, I did have Candy Crush for a little bit. I'm not those. You always see people on the public transport on Candy Crush just killing the time, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was it's Barack Obama's favorite app, Candy Crush. Is that true or is it false? If you've sat next to Barack Obama on public transport and seen him playing Candy Crush, let us know now.
Let us know. I much like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, am leaning towards true. Just because I like the idea of Barack Obama, that being his getaway. So his favorite app is Candy Crush Saga. Again, if there's anyone who is a Barack Obama expert, by all means, let me know. But I am really thinking that is true. I could see him being into Candy Crush. Yeah, you want to say something, Haley? You look like you were about to say
I was going to say, if you're Michelle Obama, let us know what Barack's
while he's ignoring you and playing Candy Crush. Let us know. Yeah, he does love it. He loves it more than me. Is Michelle's? No, Michelle. No one loves anything more than you. You're phenomenal. So Barack Obama's favorite app is Candy Crush. I'm going to say, Tim says, I think it's false. He seems to read and listen to music a lot, though. Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. I mean,
hang on. You were just leaning towards true.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I really trust Tim. And I've missed Tim. And Doug and all of our regular people. Gosh, I don't know what to do. Although Haley got really defensive when I went to switch, when I was like, I do think it's false. She was like, hang on. You said true. Yeah. So because of that, I'm going to go with false just because Haley reacted so intensely. Yeah, Tim, I'm going with you. I think it's false.
That's right. let myself down. Yeah, you're right. Tim is right. In Tim we trust. It is false. And I should have done that. I should have played a poker face because in an interview, but no, he does have a favorite app though. Listen to this. In an interview with Barbara Walters, Barack Obama said his favorite app is Scrabble. Of course it is. He's an intelligent man.
He's a reader. He's a reader. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Tim, thank you for coming in there. I almost said true. Well, that was my favorite moment, realizing that Haley did not want me to change.
Hang on, you can't change that.
You gotta work on your poker face, girl. That was pretty rough.
It's because I've lost 2 games in a row. I'm not as on it as what I normally am. Okay. Give me a question. Give me a question.
3-2 for me so far. So let's see how we're doing here. Okay, Haley, your question. Your question.
Yes, my question. Here we go.
Dalmatians, the dog, Dalmatians are born with black spots. Is that true or is that false? That Dalmatians at birth have black spots. True or false?
I think I've seen some pictures of puppies, not from Cruella, on Cruella DeVille's Facebook, and they didn't have them. I'm sure I've seen pictures of puppies and they were all white. I'm sure they were Dalmatians. But now I'm questioning myself. Got a little coaster here. I'm sure they were Dalmatians. I love Dalmatians.
They're so cute.
I love any dogs, really. Let us know. Tim, do you know? I think that is false. And I think that's false. I'm sure I've seen pictures of puppies or Dalmatians and not unless the black spot was underneath the stomach and I couldn't see them on the picture.
I mean, that is true, but
let us know if you are listening and know the answer. If you are Cruella DeVille and she's like, actually, they are born white. Let us know. I haven't seen a new Cruella, have you?
No, I haven't. But I am going to see it. I will watch it.
I want to watch as well. Apparently it's really good. The command to give your device, if you know the answer, is the word say, followed by your guess. If you're on YouTube, like lovely Tim, just type it in the comments box below. Or if you're listening on an audio-only echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Let us know there.
So
Okay.
I've asked Haley, are Dalmatians born? They are born with black spots. Is that true or is that false? Haley, what do you think?
Well, I thought I knew the answer, and then Tim has bought. I think they have spots as puppies, but I'm only going by the Disney movies. Yeah, okay, Tim.
Dalmatians are born with black spots.
The film wouldn't have been as good if they were like just completely spotless. She'd be like, she could get a coat like that from any superstore or Forever 21s. So I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go with Tim then. I'm gonna go with Tim. In Tim we trust.
So what is your answer? Is it true or is it false? Dalmatians are born with black spots. True or false?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tim. I'm gonna go true.
Okay. So she's going with Tim. So she believes they are born with black spots. Now, Tim, again, you just went by a cartoon, so we appreciate the effort, but it is false, Haley. They are born with a white coat and usually develop spots around 3 weeks old.
I thought I knew it, Tim. I was right. Listen, Tim, I appreciate you helping me, but tomorrow you need to be on form, Tim. All right. No, thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. I've got a lot more right because Tim has helped out. So I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us, Tim. That was competitive true or false. Alison, you won today.
I did win. Allison won. Only by 1 point, though. Only by 1 point. 3-2.
I'll tell you who the biggest winner was today, though. Tim, for taking part and being an absolute gem.
Hey, he is a gem of a human. We look forward to True and False every day because, like I said, this is the game that most people like to get involved with. Tim has been here all the time. We have lots of regulars, and we encourage you every weekday to join us to play True and False. But we also encourage you to join all of the shows in Backchannel. And in fact, we have a real treat right now, don't we, Haley? We have a big treat.
We do, because after ourselves here on the show is Liv Harrison. And Liv is here to tell us what's coming up on our show today. Hello, Liv. Oh, we're having a few tech issues at the moment, but Liv will be with us shortly, hopefully. She's here 8 till 10 a.m. And hopefully we'll have her on in a second to let us know what she's going to be talking about in today's show. Oh,
here we go.
Hi, you guys look so nice and bright. I feel like you guys should sell human filters for the rest of us because I don't know what you're doing over there, but I'll buy it. I will buy whatever it is you're selling. So good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Liv? Lovely coordinated earrings today, like our Alison. You always
thank
coordinate.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, we do look nice. We look very American, all of us. Look at us looking all American.
Well, Liv, it was actually you that inspired me to really get on my earring game. Because the first time I saw you, you had your hoops, and I was like, God, they look good on. I'm going to start upping my earring game. So it was you that inspired me.
It's a little tiny thing, Allison. It's also so I know I have to see humans. So it's just kind of like.
I'm ready.
Alive.
Right. I'm like trying to connect. It's like, I'm basically Dame Judi Dench. Like I'm basically Maggie Smith. Like I'm just getting into the character. The earrings means I'm going to be on. No,
I'm prepared.
Liv, tell us what's coming up in your show today.
Yes. So here's what's so great. I have kind of gotten into cooking in front of everybody on the show. And I have an electrical burner here in my studio. And I am making, I know, look at your faces. You look absolutely horrified. This is great. Ladies, you're selling it. Thank you. You are incredible wingmen. Thank you. I've got Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper because I'm doing dry January. I don't know if you guys have that.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm trying to come up with really fun, yummy things to drink. And when you heat Dr. Pepper, it changes it. It goes to a different, I don't know if you guys have Dr. Pepper.
We don't have the cherry one. What does it taste like then when you eat it? I know.
Like the 1950s are in your mouth. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. It's like, do you guys have Roy Rogers or Shirley Temples? Where you add the
Shirley Temples.
Flavoring?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like that, but you do it to your Dr. Pepper. It's like it's a cherry Dr. Pepper flavor. We've got Sonic. I don't know if y'all have Sonic. When you come down for my big Texas party that I just invented right now, we'll take you all to Sonic. And they've got every type of drink you want to have, and you just add all sorts of stuff to it.
And you can line dance and drink that tonic.
You can, and you'll just find a cowboy and some hay. Okay,
Haley, I'm impressed. You know what line dancing is? Sorry,
I was trying to act cool about that because inside my little American heart exploded. That was
really
amazing.
big in the UK in like the 90s or like noughties. Line dancing came in for a little bit.
Really? I thought you were gonna say, well, I do watch Sandra Bullock. I feel like Sandra Bullock probably did that in a film somewhere. I don't know. It seems like a very Sandy Bullock thing.
We had to take line dancing in phys ed, in PE in school. Yeah. Did you do that too, Liv? Yeah.
And dancing. We had to do like square dancing. Where we do. We had to just, where they call out and they're like, turn your partner around and
around. Yeah. Do-si-do. Yeah.
I was like, I can do this for exercise. Like, great. For a Girl Scout badge and square dancing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Haley, they made us touch each other in schools. We had to dance. We had to do
that. Save that for your therapist, Alison, because
not now, Alison. We've talked about this. Not now. We're not doing this now.
Sorry, I get
also, they made us climb ropes in front of the entire class. Did you have to do that? Where they had the big gym rope, and then everyone's like, "Oh, let's see how absolutely non-athletic you are." And you're like, "Great, this is awesome."
Kid, that was a nightmare for me, right?
Yes. Well, I was really fat. I was 450 pounds. So I was 300 pounds heavier. That was fun to watch going up a rope.
It's like so pointless as well. Like
it's so dumb. Well, we had the presidential award. You were trying to get the presidential award. Yeah. And for some reason, the president cares if you can climb up a rope.
Your president needs you.
He does. Ronald Reagan was just sitting there waiting for me to climb up a rope to beat Russia. No, I don't know. So I don't know what happened in the 80s. Anyway, so so that's what. So now, isn't that so tempting for everyone to tune in? They're like, she's told us one thing she's doing on the air.
We're excited to hear what
Liv?
Heated.
I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, cliffhanger.
It is a cliffhanger. Listen, people are sat there going, tell us more about the Dr.
What
Pepper.
else?
Listen, we're not going to give that away now.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour show of this. No,
she's also going to climb a rope. Is what's going to happen on her show.
That's in the second hour. That's in the second hour. Yeah. Well, ladies, I take up all your time. But it is always a treat and pleasure to hang out with both of you beautiful ladies. Tell everyone over across the pond hello for me.
We will do indeed. Thank you, Liv. We will stick around for Liv's show. Coming up next, wonderful Liv Harrison, 8 till 10. She's an absolute tonic and she will be heating up some Dr. Pepper. So stick around for that. We have shows here all day on Backchannel now with 12 hours of content because Liv is next at 8 till 10. Then at 10 till 12, it's a new show with Jam and Renee. At 12 till 2, Anthony Davis is here. At 2 till 4, your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And 4 till 6, another brand new show with Mario Smith. So check them all out because Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch, and interact with your hosts via your device. But Alison, we end the show today on a fun fact that you can take away and tell your friends.
Yeah,
pretty good one today, actually. Listen to this. I didn't know this, and Blue Ivy Carter, the daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z, is the youngest person ever to appear on a Billboard chart. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So in January 2012, Jay-Z released his hit Glory, a dedication to his firstborn child, Blue Ivy Carter. And now he thought, this is a dedication to my daughter. It makes sense for her to feature on the song. So they had a little clip with of his daughter. She was just about 2 at the time. And because he credited her in the songwriting credits, she's the youngest person ever to have a Billboard hit. 2 days old, not 2 years. 2 days old. How was she speaking at 2 days old?
Well, I'm sure it was like a gurgle or something. Although she is
been on
Kanye.
the Billboard charts with a gurgle.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit.
You, Alison, writing songs left, right, and centre. No credit, but fair play. Your dad's got you in the charts. 2 days old. Amazing. Brilliant.
That's smart. He knew what he was doing. He was like, I'll credit her. Then that way she can always say, that's smart. Kanye. No, fine line between genius and crazy. Jay-Z. Sorry, I thought that was Kanye. Oh, Jay-Z.
I think Kanye probably has done it as well. But yeah, there you go. Incredible. 2 days old with a hit.
Jay-Z.
I think my daughter at 2 days old, I think I was still crying from the hormone.
You're like, I don't remember what noises were coming out of that child. All I heard was my own. Someone help me.
She won't sleep. But there you go. That's our fact of the day. Listen, we are back tomorrow at 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. as we are every single day on Backchannel with Producer Will. Producer Will, what's coming up in tomorrow's show? Do you know yet, Will?
I do know. Because I've just been planning it. Yeah. Am I here? Am I on? I don't know what's happening.
Tell me more. What's coming up in tomorrow's show?
I'm gonna get you to do some this or that questions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else we've got? Oh, and I decided for the first time in ages, I'm gonna mix it up, and we're gonna do a TV show. We're gonna do a 1-star TV show review.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Good.
And then all the stuff that we know and love. And I've got tomorrow is a very weird day. Tomorrow is Peach Melba Day. Okay, so I've had to do loads of research into what Peach Melba is. It's like a dessert with ice cream in it. But it means that we get to do like a dessert themed true or false.
Ooh. Brilliant.
That coming up on tomorrow's show as well.
Oh, there's going to be some competition.
Do your research tonight,
Tim. Start reading up on desserts now.
Yeah,
Tim, read about desserts.
Got you someone. Do your homework. there literally will be a test. It's tomorrow.
Thank you, Will. Will will be back with us tomorrow at 6 and 8 a.m. Alison, what are your plans for the rest of the day? Now you're back in the UK. You've got a lot to do.
Yeah, I got to unpack my suitcases because I did not have the energy to do that yesterday, and just get sorted in my life again. Take my dog for a walk. I'm excited about taking my pup for a walk. That'll be fun. Yeah. And what about you? What are you up to for the rest of the day? Are you going to the gym? Are you going to the gym?
I am going to the gym. I am going to the gym. So hopefully when my partner gets home from work, I'm going to go and have a workout. I'm just letting you know. I've got
what day is it today? Is today legs day? Is it arms day? Is it cardio day? What are you doing today?
Every day is I don't know what I'm doing day when I go to the gym, Alison. I tried to use a machine that I've never used before the other day, and it was humiliating because I was using it really incorrectly. I was sat on it the wrong way. But anyway, if you're a gym instructor, let us know. Listen, stick around because Liv is coming up next now, and she is wonderful. She's an absolute joy. So stick around, watch her show. It's always great fun, always loads of interactive stuff to do there. And we will hopefully see you tomorrow. So 6 till 8 a.m. we will be here, bright as a button, hopefully. And we'll join you then. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day. Bye, Ellie.
Bye, everyone.